Let's be honest, staring at a blank page trying to sum up your entire career, it can feel, well, a little overwhelming. But what if I told you that document isn't just a list of jobs, but it's maybe the single most powerful tool you have for building your future? So let's break it down and demystify how to build a resume that actually works for you.
And this quote, it absolutely nails it. In a huge sea of applicants, your resume is your opening line. It's your first handshake, your first test, and a lot of the time, it's the only chance you get to make someone say, okay, you need to talk to me. Making that first impression count is everything.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with the power of that first impression. Then dive into why resumes are so incredibly critical. After that, we'll break down the core components, give you the essential rules for success, and wrap up by hopefully completely changing how you see this document. Think about it this way. Before anyone hears your voice or shakes your hand, a hiring manager meets a piece of paper. And that piece of paper, it's your ambassador. It literally walks into the room before you do and speaks entirely on your behalf. You know how it goes. Every single application starts the same way. Please submit your resume. That document is the gatekeeper. It's the tool recruiters use to sift through hundreds of candidates and narrow it down to just a handful. It is the key that unlocks the door to the interview. Your job is to make sure that key turns. So if the resume is the key, we really need to understand the lock it's trying to open. The job market is a high-stakes, super high-pressure game, and knowing exactly what your resume is up against is crucial to making every single detail count. Look at this number, 20 to 30 seconds. Seriously, according to Marquette University, that's the average amount of time a recruiter spends looking at your resume. You have less time than a TV commercial break to make them stop and think, wait a minute, let me read that again. So, in that tiny half-minute window, your resume has a massive job to do. I mean, the ultimate goal, of course, is to land you an interview. But to even get there, it has to instantly sell your best accomplishments, convince the reader that you're a perfect fit, and start laying the groundwork for your professional brand. Yeah, the pressure's on. But don't worry, building a great resume isn't some kind of magic trick. It's all about structure. So let's deconstruct it into its essential building blocks to make the whole process a lot simpler. Okay, this right here is a crucial mindset shift. Stop thinking of your resume as a boring history report. As this definition from Marquette University puts it, it's a marketing tool. It's a targeted advertisement for a very specific product, you. So what does this marketing tool actually look like? Well, here's the standard blueprint. You start with a really clear header, your name, your contact info, then your education. The real meat of it, though, is your experience, and that includes not just jobs, but internships and volunteer work too. And finally, you can add some optional sections for skills, honors, and activities. This is the skeleton of a really strong resume.
And now for a golden rule that can honestly make or break your chances. Keep it to one page, for real. Especially for entry-level roles, recruiters just want the highlights. A one-page limit forces you to be ruthless, to cut out all the fluff and focus only on what truly matters for that specific job, which, by the way, is a skill every recruiter loves to see.
All right, we've covered the why and the what. So now for the how. Let's get into the nitty-gritty, practical do's and don'ts that are going to make your resume stand out from the pile.
You're going to want to save this slide. It's basically your ultimate cheat sheet. So let's walk through it. On the do side, start your bullet points with strong action words. Think managed, created, launched. Always list your jobs in reverse chronological order with the most recent one first. And please proofread it like your career depends on it because, well, it kind of does. Now, for the don'ts. Never use personal pronouns like I or my. A single spelling mistake can be an instant rejection. Leave out personal info like your photo or your age. And that old-fashioned line, references upon request, just get rid of it. If they're interested, trust me, they'll ask.
And by the way, much of this fantastic practical advice comes directly from the Business Career Center at Marquette University. Their guidelines are an amazing resource for anyone trying to build a resume.
Okay, finally, let's talk about the single most important mindset shift you can possibly make. Your resume is not a one-time project you finish and forget about. It's a living document. It's an evolving story that grows right along with you. This idea, which is shared by the University of Arizona's career team, is just so powerful. Think about it. Your resume shouldn't be some dusty snapshot of your past. It's a living, breathing document that should reflect who you are today and where you're trying to go tomorrow. So why is this so important? Well, your career isn't static, right? As you pick up new skills, your resume needs to show that. You're going to tailor it for every single job application.
And you'll use it for more than just jobs. Think grad school, scholarships, even professional references. Keeping it current is absolutely non-negotiable.
So, let's forget the idea of a resume as just a simple list of tasks. It's the story of your professional journey, your challenges, your wins, your potential. It's basically the trailer for the movie of your career. So the only question left is this: what story are you going to tell?